Hello, I'm Alex, and I want to tell you about the morning that changed everything. It was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, the day I would marry Lena, my loving and supportive partner. But instead, it became the day I made the worst decision I've ever made. As I got ready for the wedding, my mind was racing. There was excitement, yes, but also a nagging doubt, a pull towards something I couldn't shake. Just as I was preparing to take my vows with Lena, my phone rang. It was Rachel, my ex-lover. "Alex, don't do it. Don't marry her," Rachel pleaded. Her voice brought back memories of our intense and intoxicating love. I should have hung up, but instead, I listened. She reminded me of the passion we shared, the nights of fiery romance. My mind drifted to the memories of us, and suddenly, Lena felt distant. As I stood at the altar with Lena, she looked at me with such love and adoration in her eyes. Her smile was radiant, and her excitement was palpable. Lena took my hand in hers and whispered, "Alex, I've never been so happy in my life. I can't wait to start our journey together as husband and wife. Today is a dream come true, and I know we'll build a beautiful life together." Her words were full of warmth and hope, but deep down, I could feel the turmoil of Rachel's call weighing on me. With my thoughts in turmoil, I left the church and made my way to Rachel's. She greeted me with a passionate embrace. Her apartment was cozy, filled with the familiar scents and sounds of our time together. She laughed and kissed me, her excitement palpable. Rachel expressed how happy she was that I had chosen her. She told me she couldn't wait to begin our life together again. I couldn't help but feel a sense of warmth wash over me as she spoke. Her smile was genuine, and her touch was electrifying. Yet, beneath the surface, there was a flicker of doubt in the back of my mind. The first few weeks with Rachel felt like a whirlwind romance all over again. We couldn't get enough of each other, and our passion was reignited like never before. We decided to take a trip together, escaping to a beautiful resort by the sea. There, we spent our days lounging on the beach, sipping cocktails and sharing intimate moments under the sun. Back in the city, we enjoyed the finer things in life. We shopped at the most expensive boutiques, bought new outfits, and indulged in gourmet dinners at the most exquisite restaurants. Rachel and I were completely absorbed in each other, relishing our renewed connection and the thrill of being together once more. However, as the initial excitement began to fade, reality set in. We quickly fell back into old patterns, arguments, mistrust, and manipulation. Our intense passion turned into heated disagreements, and I saw the toxicity of our relationship coming back. I knew I had made a grave mistake. When I confronted Rachel about her behavior, she lashed out, extorted my credit cards and valuables, and then threw me out of her house. Left with nothing but regret, I had to call the police to retrieve my belongings from Rachel's place. As I watched the officers handle the situation, I reflected on how I had ruined my future with Lena for a fleeting spark of passion with Rachel. The weight of my choices pressed down on me. I returned home to find the house eerily silent. Lena's things were gone, leaving only echoes of the life we had planned. The reality of my actions hit me like a ton of bricks. I had lost Lena, and now I was completely alone. I had no one to turn to, no solace in the emptiness of my own home. I turned to social media to see what Lena was up to, only to find she had moved on with the support of her family and friends. Her photos were full of smiles, and she seemed genuinely happy. I tried to reach out to her, sending messages and leaving voicemails, but she made it clear she had no interest in reconnecting. In the darkness of my empty home, I sat alone, consumed by regret. I replayed every decision I had made, every chance I had taken. The night felt endless, the silence suffocating. I cursed myself for the choices that led me here, but there was no one else to blame. A few days later, I saw Lena by chance at a local cafe. She was with her friends, laughing and carefree. My heart raced as I watched her, longing for a moment to talk to her. But as she caught sight of me, her expression turned cold. She quickly turned away, leaving me standing there, crushed. I realized how deeply my actions had affected not just Lena, but everyone around us. My friends and family were disappointed in me. They reached out to Lena, offering their support and understanding, while I was left to face the fallout alone. I tried to explain myself to them, but my words fell on deaf ears. As weeks passed, I began to rebuild my life, one day at a time. I started going to therapy, confronting my past and the reasons behind my choices. Slowly, I began to find a glimmer of hope, a way to move forward. Lena's absence was a constant reminder of what I had lost, but it also pushed me to grow. Through therapy, I learned to let go of the pain and accept the consequences of my actions. I focused on self-improvement, mending my relationships with family and friends. It was a long and difficult road, but I knew it was the only way to heal. One day I heard from a mutual friend that Lena had found someone new. At first, the news stung, but then I realized how much she deserved to be happy. I had lost her because of my choices, and it was time to let her go. Now, I'm left alone, learning how to live with the consequences of my actions. The emptiness of the world around me is overwhelming, but I know I must move forward. It's a long road ahead, but one I must travel on my own. I'm determined to rebuild my life and find some semblance of peace.